Wave goodbye to the people online. Be sure to smile. They're on the boat. Or you're on the boat. They're not. They're still online. At least they have a dog. Or duck. A duck on the dock. Ducky duck. A dick duck. Dick dick. Anyways, we can't talk. Alright. My name is Cody and I'll be your skipper today. And as we begin our journey, I'm going to ask that everyone please remain seated throughout the entire trip. Keep your hands, arms, feet, legs inside the boat. And watch your children. The crocodiles. Oh, sorry.
That's alright.
We begin our journey here in the Amazon rainforest on the Amazon River. And here in the Amazon rainforest, it rains 365 days a year. That's almost every day. Now, up here on the left, you're going to see a beautiful waterfall. This waterfall is called Inspiration Falls. Yeah, it's called Inspiration Falls because it inspires people to travel deeper and deeper into the jungle. Isn't it beautiful? I don't know about you folks, but I'm feeling inspired. So we're going to go on. As we're around the bend here, we're changing rivers and continents. We're now on the Congo River, deep in Central Africa. And up ahead, I've arranged a picnic welcoming party just for you folks right over here. I had arranged a picnic welcoming party. It looks like something scared them off. That's kind of weird. I wonder what scared them. I think I see what scared them. In this tree here on the left, there's a giant python. Now don't worry, they're friendly creatures. Yeah, they can get a crush on you. Leave me. If you don't mind, I'm going to stop by my camp over here and pick up some gorillas. Well, it looks like I have some unwelcome house guests. And it looks like they broke just about everything I own. You know, I actually couldn't get my Jeep started today. It looks like they got it turned over. We're now on the world's longest river. It is the Nile River. It goes on for over 4,000 miles. If you don't believe me, you're probably in denial. Up here on the left, we have an African bull elephant. He is actually the second most feared animal in the jungle. And on the right is the most feared animal in the jungle, his mother-in-law. I like to point out this sandstone formation here on the right. I only like to point it out because most people take it for granted. This is the African belts where many animals come to the Nile for water. But not all these animals are going to return to their herd. That pride of lions over there will see to that. They're demonstrating the basic law of the jungle. Don't be a zebra. And it looks like there's another basic law of the jungle for me to point out. Yeah, that states an African rhino can outrun a safarian, but I try to tell those guys that, but they didn't want to believe me. I'm sure they'll get the point in the end. Danger lurks around every bend in the jungle, and this one over here is no different, because we're entering crocodile country, so you might want to keep your favorite family member close. It looks like we have a couple crocodiles here on the bank on the right. The larger one is Old Smiley. The smaller one is Ginger. You gotta watch out though, Ginger snaps. And up ahead is another beautiful waterfall. This waterfall is called Schweitzer Falls. Yeah, it's actually named after the famous explorer, Dr. Albert Falls. Yeah. And up ahead on the right side of the boat, you're actually going to see how I landed my job as a jungle skipper. Yeah, it's plain to see. I took a crash course. Now I'm just winging it. Looks like we're entering a hippo pool. Hippos are very territorial. They can't capsize a boat like this. Yeah, last week they sunk 6 of our boats. Look at this one over here on the left. It looks like he wants to attack our boat. Same with the one up there. Not to worry, I have a gun to scare him off. Cover your ears, everyone. I have a gun! You see the gun, hippos? I scared him off. Alright, we made it past the hippos, but it looks like we're entering headhunter territory. Yeah, it's a terrible place to be headed. If you don't believe me, you can ask my last crew, right over here on the right. Bunch of boneheads. These guys like to attack our boats, so keep your eyes open for them. They usually attack from the hill on the right, but I don't see anyone over there. I think we're okay. to the African elephant, they have smaller ears. That big one there has been in the shower way too long. Yeah, look at all those wrinkles. What's this one up here doing? What are you doing? No, 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 you spray the boat. Go down. Stay down. Stay. He's coming back up, he's coming back up. Get out. I'm not getting it down. Just kidding. I know there's another one on the right. Don't you spray that. Don't do it. Okay. It looks like they forgot to pack their trunks. You know, a lot of people think that's water. It's not. Alright folks, it looks like we're in a little bit of a traffic jam here. It's kind of weird. Traffic jam on a river. Who would have thought? That there's on like roads and highways and stuff like that, but since we have a little bit of time, does anybody have any questions they want to ask? Any questions? I can pretend I know the answer if I don't.
Hello.
No? None? But, oh, you have one. I had a feeling. How what? Oh, the old Smiley, the big crocodile, he's over 175 years old. Yeah. His girlfriend Ginger's probably about half that age. He likes younger women. Yeah. Well, there's a traffic jam because, you know, people getting in the boats, like how you got in the boats, sometimes they take too long to sit down, and they take too long. What? What is? Sit and wait for what? Well, that's why I'm having you ask me questions. You're bored by your own questions? Oh, okay. I guess I could point out some of my favorite plants here in the jungle. If you look over here, you're going to see this plant here. And that plant was one of my favorites. And then we have this one right over here. Got that one too. And this one right over here. That one right there. And my favorite plant, it's going to be really hard to see, but it's over here on the right side of the boat. It's that really leafy green one there in the back on the right there. Just back there past the leafy green ones. It's kind of hard to see, I know. I was just about to tell you, up ahead here on the left side of the boat, we have our good pal Trader Sam. Yeah, his name is actually Sam. We call him Trader Sam because he's the local trader of the jungle. And Trader Sam was actually recently promoted. Trader Sam was promoted to the head salesman of the jungle. Yeah. But since his promotion, his sales have been shrinking, as you can see. So he's willing to cut you all a deal. 2 of his heads for 1 of yours. Either way you slice it or dice it, you'll come out ahead. That's like 50% off. You know, Trader Sam's actually a really nice guy. He invited some of us skippers over for dinner last week. Yeah, but I made it there like 20 minutes late. Yeah, all I got was a cold shoulder. All that's left is finger foods. But last night he had some of us over for dinner again, and I actually made it there on time, surprisingly. And after dinner I was like, Sam, your wife makes a terrific stew. And he goes, yeah, I'm really going to miss her though. Now that reminds me, this trip has been brought to you by the Cannibal Cafe, always finding new and exciting ways to serve you. Now, all joking aside, Trader Sam's actually a very fortunate man. He's the only member of his tribe to go to college. Yeah, he was kicked out before completing his degree, though. They called him buttering up one of his professors. Yeah, people who eat vegetables are vegetarians. I guess that makes Sam a real humanitarian. Yeah, he really loves people. Alright folks, we're going to be approaching the most dangerous part of our journey here in just a few moments. It's going to be the return to civilization. So I need everyone to please remain seated as we approach a dock up ahead. Keep your hands, arms, feet, legs, elbows, fingers inside the boat, especially on the right side of the boat. This is the side we approach a dock. And you want to watch those elbows, fingers, and arms. And when you exit, please exit through the same doorway you came in. Everybody on the left is going to go around the engine out through the back doorway. Everybody on the right is going to go out through the front doorway. Please do not cross over or through the crates in the middle. Yeah, crossing the crates in the middle is a tripping hazard. You could trip, you could fall. That'd be 2 bad trips in one boat. I'm only responsible for the first one. Also, you could hit your head on one of these speakers here in the middle if you try to cross. Yeah, those speakers are very hard to replace. Or you might even hit your head on one of these lights. And then you can become lightheaded. Maybe even black out. It's not a very bright idea. And don't go out the windows. Yeah, going out the windows would be a shattering experience. I shudder to think about it. And be curtains for you. It's a real pain. You know, last week a guy tried to go out our windows, but we had the screens up. Needless to say, he strained himself. It's really awkward. Alright, folks, we're going up the dock, so remain seated. Keep your elbows, fingers, arms in the boat. Wait for that full, complete stop at the dock. You know, I actually don't really like saying goodbye. I think it's kind of sad. It's kind of final. So, I guess instead I'll leave you with this. From the bottom of my heart. I truly mean this, okay? Yeah, arms in the boat. I truly mean this, okay, folks? Get out. I'm sorry, that was terribly rude. Please.